Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. द्वौ इमौ पुरुषौ लोके क्षरश्चाक्षर एव च क्षरः सर्वाणि भूतानि कूटस्थोऽक्षर उच्यते. When it is said dvau imau purushau loke, it appears from the grammar point of view that we are talking about two things, but we are not talking. Like in Mundakopanishad, a mantra comes. Dva suparna sayuja sakhaya samanam vruksham parishashvajate tayo anyaha pippalam swadumatti anashnan anyaha avichakashiti. On a tree, on the same branch, there are two birds sitting. Sayuja sakhaya. They are very close friends to each other and they are always together. They cannot be separated. Then, tayoho anyaha pippalam swadumatti. One of them is constantly perching on the fruits of that tree. And anashnan anyaha, and the other bird is not taking any fruit, any taste. And avichakashidi, he is in his own glory. Now from this story it appears we are talking about two birds. This is where the study of scriptures with the teacher comes into way. Although it is said there are two birds, but we are not talking about two birds. It is something like there are two birds. One is outside the mirror, other is inside the mirror. Sayuja Sakhaya. They are always together. The bimba and the pratibimba, the original and the reflection, they cannot be separated. Sayuja Sakhaya. And they are together. Samanam Vruksham, in the same place. Tayo anyaha pippalam sadumatti. If that mirror is shaky, if the mirror is moved, if the mirror is corrugated, according to that, the reflection will appear to be changing. But the original word, Abhichakashiti, will remain untouched by the conditioning in which there was a reflection. This is the story. So, Dva Suparna Sayuja Sakhaya, here also the same thing. Dvau imau purushau loke ksharascha kshara evacha. There is but one reality, but it has become two because of the conditioning of objectivity and therefore subjectivity. So the one reality has become both subject and object. Now in this, the object part is constantly changing. So this is what our scriptures tell. Tasmad atmanaha akasha sambhutaha akashad vayu vayor agni agnirapaha adbhya prithvi prithivya annam annad oshadaya. Then purushaha, so many things are told. So the whole objective world is born out of the same reality, and in that in this objective world, then Paramatma thought, without me, for whom this is? And therefore he entered. This is what is called as Ishwara Srishti. Ikshanadau Praveshanta. So beginning from the Ikshana, contemplation, I want to create the world. Ikshanadau Praveshanta, and he entered the creation. Up to here is the God's creation. Then Jagradadau, starting from the waking experience up to the liberation, is the Jeeva's creation. So that one reality itself has become object and subject. Now, this subject is a subject only because there is something object. If there is no object available, can the subject be a subject? Subject cannot be a subject. Therefore, here the teacher says, these are the two. One is constantly changing, other is not changing. Kutas Kshara Sarvani Bhutani. All the objective world is constantly changing. And Kutastha, the one who is expressing through them, is ever the same. After having told this duality or relativity, now the teacher takes next step. Uttama Purushaha tu Anyaha Paramatma iti Udarutaha Yo Lokatrayamavishya Vibharti Avyaya Ishwaraha. Now see, in every experience, waking experience, waker, waking world. Dream experience, dream, dream world. Deep sleep experience, deep sleeper world. Samadhi, Samadhistha Purush, Samadhi world. Everywhere, do imau Purusho Loke. And Uttama Purushaha tu Anya. Now, who is the third one? The third one is Paramatma iti Udarutaha. He is called as Paramatma. What he does? Yo Lokatrayama Avishya. He enters all the three worlds: waking, dream, and deep sleep. Lokatrayam, three experiences. Again, I am telling you, Loka means experience. So, all the three experiences: wakers, waking experience; dreamers, dream experiences; deep sleepers, nothing experience. So, Lokatrayam Avishya, he as if enters and Vibharti, and he is supporting all of them. He supports the waking world of the waker, where there is waker, waking world, and waking experiences. Then he also supports the dreamer, the dream world, and dream experiences. He also supports the deep sleeper, the deep sleep world, and the deep sleep experiences. Lokatrayama Avishe Bhivarti, and yet Avyaya, he is not influenced by wakers' achievements or failures. He is not influenced by the dreamer's achievements or failure. He is not influenced by the deep sleeper's achievement or failure. Because Avyaya, he remains the same. He is untouched. Because he is Ishwara. Ishwara means Ishanath Ishwara. The one who has the ability to control, to rule over. Vibharti Avyaya Ishwara. Now see what is happening. There are now three things that have happened. One is Kshara Purusha, the world. Kutastha, the one who is doing the sadhana. And Ishwara, who created this world. So technically, Jeeva Jagat Ishwara. So with the changing conditioning, Paramatma is called as the Jagat. The experiencer in the conditioning is called as the Kutastha. And the same one who is controlling the Jiva and the Jagat is called as Ishwara. But in fact, is beyond the three. Now to understand this, take one example. We being Indian, we know cricket. So one day international. In that, what are the factors involved? One is a batting team. Second is a fielding or bowling team. And third is the umpire. And all of them are playing on a ground. Four things. Now in this, who is the most important one? The batsman. How many runs he has made? It is only the batsman who becomes out. Fielder never becomes out. Bowler never becomes out. Umpire never becomes out. Just imagine. If the batting team has come to know that in the bowling team, there are some people who have planned to kill our batsman, and therefore they have decided we give walkover. We accept our defeat, we don't want to play. When the batting team has disappeared, will the bowling team remain on the ground? There is no need. When the batting and bowling team they have gone away from the ground, what will the umpire do? Eat peanuts? What will he do? He will also go. All three will go. But where will the ground go? Ground will remain the same. If this is clear, exactly the same way, in this great Leela Bhagwan, Paramatma, Brahma is the ground on which Jeeva is the batting team. The world is the bowling team. And Ishwara is the umpire. What the umpire does? When it's a sixer, he never appreciates or congratulates. Only, see, if the bowling is very good, good length ball, he will never say. He will simply stand. But if it is a no ball, immediate no ball, he will only point out the mistakes. We will never appreciate what is right. Who is he? He is Ishwara. And who is the umpire? He is unbiased for both the teams. Now in this, it is only the Jeeva, the batsman, who is playing the game, and he is struggling to get more and more runs, but sometimes he is clean bowled, sometimes he is LBW, sometimes he is caught, sometimes he is clean bowled. Anything can happen. And when he is out, he has to go out. But the world, bowling team, and the umpire and the ground remains where they are. It is the Jeeva who has to do the sadhana. Jagat has to do no sadhana. Ishwara has to do no sadhana. It is the Jeeva who has to do. See, friends. So, one Paramatma with the conditioning of the Panchakoshas is called as the Jeeva. The same Paramatma with the conditioning of the names and the forms is called as the Jagat. And the same Paramatma with the conditioning of the Maya is called as the Ishwara. This is the secret of our scriptures. Therefore, Uttama Purushaha tu Anyaha Paramatma iti Udarutaha Yo Lokatrayamavishya Vivarti Avyaya Ishvaraha. So we have seen the three. Jeeva Jagat Ishvara. He is Paramatma. Nothing happens to him. He is Ishvara. Now, after these three are explained, in the next step, Bhagavan says, Yasmat Ksharamati Toham Aksharadapija Uttamaha. Yasmat, because I am beyond Ksharam Atitaha. I am beyond the changing phenomena, the world. Yasmat Kshara Atitoham Aksharadapija Uttamaha. Akshara, with reference to the individual, it is called as the Jeeva. With reference to totality, he is called as the Ishvara. See, only the citizen alone can become the Prime Minister. What is the difference between the two? Citizen has got only one vote. Prime Minister is wielding all the votes. Therefore, he is more powerful. So, with reference to individual, it is called as Kutastha Chaitanya. With reference to totality, he is called as Ishvara. So, one is the conditioning of the individuality, second is the conditioning of the totality. So, Paramatma with the conditioning of Maya and names and the forms becomes respectively Ishvara and Jagat. And the same Paramatma with the conditioning of the Panchakoshas become the Jeeva. See, Be very attentive. Now this Ishwara and Jagat and Ishwara and Jeeva. What is the job of this Ishwara? His job is to rule and control the Jagat and the Jeeva. How the Jagat should continue. All the five elements must behave within their limits, and all the Jivas must live according to the law of existence. This is what they are. The Ishvara is controlling both the Jiva and the Ishvara and the Jagat. See, friends. So these three are mutually dependent. Like the example I gave you, a batting team is not there. There is no reason why the bowling team should be there. When both of them are gone, what is the need of the umpire? He will also go, because they are mutually dependent. But the ground is Uttama Purushaha tu Anya. Paramatma iti Udarutaha. Now, from Sanskrit grammar point of view, if you look at it, in every language there are three persons. In English, I is the first person, you is the second person, he, she, it, they is the third person. So, I talk to you about he. Samsara begins. If he, she not there, but you are there, yet there will be samsara. But if I is not there, first person is not there, second person and third person have no existence. And therefore in Sanskrit grammar, the third person is called as first Pratham Purush. The second person is called as Madhyam Purush. And the first person is called as Uttam Purush. Therefore, Purushottama. So, Jagat is Kshara Purush, which is constantly changing. Kshara Purush. Kutastha is the Jeeva, again second Purush. And the Ishvara, also the second Purush. And Paramatma is Uttama Purush. And therefore, the teacher says here, Yasmat Ksharam Atitoham. When all the changes are happening, nothing touches me. See, friends, these are very subtle points in our scriptures, and one has to slowly recognize them, point by point, slowly. Like, all the beings are made out of the same five elements. It is not that the ladies are made out of 3.5 elements and gents are made out of 7 elements. No. Same 5 elements. Same modifications, same changes, everything is the same. Because the material which has gone into the manufacture is the same. See, friends. So all the 5 elements are same in all of us. Then their modifications are same in all of us. Then expression of that reality through the Panchakoshas is also the same. See, this particular point, it is the same. I learnt it in Delhi many years before. I was sitting in a veranda and it was really heavily raining, and it was evening time. So we had some tube light and I was sitting enjoying the rains from a distance, having a cup of tea. Then so many insects came around the tube lights. And then one small lizard came and saw so many insects there. Immediately started the prayer. Om Brahmarpanam Brahmavi Brahmagno Brahmanahutam. Because dinner time. See? And when she was ready to say, Aaj ka bhojan bahut acha hai, that very moment She bounced on one insect, but the insect ran away. Because insect was wanting to save herself. Sense of insecurity, fear of death. When this was happening, there was a very strong lizard. She came to bounce on the small baby lizard. The same thing happened. When a big lizard came to bounce on this small lizard also ran away. Sense of insecurity, fear of death. And when I saw that, I said, oh my God, you should not fall on me. Therefore, I took a stick to just make that big lizard go. The moment my stick has gone, that she also got frightened and ran away. Net result, the small lizard got more frightened, and in that hurry-burry, it fell on my hand. I also ran away. Expression of life is same everywhere. No difference. See? Hunger, same. There is a story in the moment I said hunger, she brought out hunger 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I am not talking to you. So, there is a story where it is said, this story appears in Shirdi Sai Baba's Pothi. Toward the end of his life it happened. One day one lady approached him, evening time, came from the field working very hard. And the moment she reached there, he said, give me some food, I am very hungry. Get me quickly some food. The poor lady went running home, no gas, no anything. So she has to prepare the food, chapati, whatever. And came and gave it to him in a plate. Without even taking a single bite, he handed over to a dog which was standing next by. And the dog was very happy. Wagging his tail, he started eating. Now this lady got annoyed. You made me run and get this. You are hungry, you are hungry. You are straight away giving to the dog. Then he told her, look here, the principle of hunger is common for the life. It's not different. So on what ground we say we are different from each other? This is the substratum. But what happens? We are conditioned only by what is the wrapping. See, inside the same material. One more story I'll tell you. There was one girl rather, and her husband was a very good friend of mine, Christian, Catholic. And he told me, he never used to come for lecture, he was a taxi driver, very good friend. And he said, he used to call me Sadhu Baba. Sadhu Baba, your Kathy has delivered a baby. I said, oh, very good, congratulations. I'll come and see her when I get time. And that was, he was just met me somewhere while he was driving taxi. Evening he was standing outside my lecture hall. I said, hey, surprising, he never comes for the lecture. I said, did you come for the lecture? He said, no, I am waiting for you. I said, what happened? He started crying. She is bleeding and we don't know what to do. I said, there is nothing to worry about. Call her relations and check the blood and give her blood. It's a simple thing. Now we call them, but they say, according to our religion, we cannot give blood to others. I said, come on, yeah, this is too much. Then I said, no, pray to your Lord that my blood should match with her. So I went straight away from that lecture hall to the hospital. And then they tested and by God's grace it matched. I said, now give blood to her. So blood was given, I went away. And then she survived. After about 15 days, I went to see her. He said, Swami, thank you so much. I said, forget about that. Now my question. Bottle is Catholic. Liquor is Hindu. Who are you? our attention is only on the names and the forms. Whole samsara begins from here. Uttama purushaha tu anya. And यस्मात् क्षरमती तोहम अक्षरादपि चोत्तमः अतोस्मि लोके वेदे च प्रथितः पुरुषोत्तमः. Loke in the world and Vede in the Vedas, I am called as Purushottama because I am beyond this Kshara and Akshara Purusha. Kshara is the world, Akshara Purusha is Jeeva and the Ishwara. See, friends, we are simultaneously Jeeva and Ishwara. Both Jeeva and Ishwara are the expression of the same Purushottama. Jeeva is the conditioning of individuality. Ishwara is the conditioning of totality. Ishwara is the governor. Jeeva is the governed. So we are simultaneously both Jeeva and Ishwara. How can we separate them? A very simple test. When we get something and we are happy, we are Jeeva. When we give and share and discover happiness in that, we are Ishwara. When we are the slaves of our sense organs, our mind, we are Jeeva. When we are the master of our sense organs and mind, we are Ishwara. See, friends, you don't have to search anywhere. We are simultaneously, therefore, dvau imau purusho loke ksharaschakshara evacha. So, these Ishwara and Jeeva, they are like the Bimba and Pratibimba, the original and the reflection. See how simple it is. Therefore, Yasmat Ksharamati Toham Aksharatapicha Uttamaha Ataha Asmi Loke Vedecha Purushottamaha Pratitaha. Therefore, among the people and in the Vedas, I am called or known popularly as Purushottama. Now, after having told all this thing, now the teacher says, Yo mam evam asammudha. In Bhagavad Gita, there are 108 abuses. Find out. And the most favorite abuse of Bhagavan Sri Krishna. But why he was abusing? See, during his childhood, he was in Vrindavan, Mathura. There people abuse now also. And their abuses are not like here, your American abuses. Stupid, sorry. Now, they involve your whole pedigree in that abuse. See? So, right, childhood he was living there only. So, abusing has become his second nature. Therefore, in a book like Bhagavad Gita, he tells Arjun, Klaipyam masmagama, napusak mat ho ja. Imagine scriptures are talking the language of being napusak. He doesn't feel bad. Bachpan bhi karte the. See, friends. So, asammudaha, the one who is not a Beokuf. See, Moodha, Sammudha, Mahamudha. So many places he has used this abuse. So, yo mam evam asammudaha janati. He who is no more under the influence of the moha or the delusion. Evam mam janati. In this way, he knows me. In what way? What is explained? From Sarvasya chaham hridisannivishtaha onwards. I am the essence of everything. I only support waking, dream, deep sleep, samadhi. This I is worthy of knowing. I alone is the known I alone is the knower. The knower are further two. One, the individual knower and the total knower. Individuality and totality. And in this manner, one is able to discriminate and find out that which is supporting the totality of individuality and the relativity is called as Purushottama. In this way, he who comes to recognize me, or there is another very important principle. In the material world, knowing is different, and on the spiritual path, knowing is different. In the material world, for example, this is the book. So how do we know the book? There are three stages we go through. This is the book, step number 1. Step number 2, I know this is a book. Step number 3, I am not the book. Otherwise, what a fun it will be. I know this is a donkey. And I am a donkey? No, I am not the donkey. So in the material world, knower is different from the known. But when it comes to the spiritual, then knowing is being. You cannot know without being that. See? There is a common dialogues that mothers say to their daughters. I know one girl, now she is here only, a mother of 2 children. When she was small and arguing with mother all the time. And the last word the mother said, you will not understand now. When you will become mother and when your daughters will start torturing you, then you will understand what I said. Meaning, knowing is being. What the mothers go through, daughters will never understand. But when they become mothers, then, Mummy, ठीक ही कह रही थी. But it is too late. Here also, what the scriptures are telling, knowing is being. Therefore, yo mam evam asammudaha janati purushottamam. So how do we know the Purushottama? Our essential nature. Kshara Purusha, the relative world, which has got 2 components, the possessions and the relations. Possessions come to us in the form of the pairs of complementary opposites. Relations come in our life in the form of honor and dishonor. He who is not influenced by Kshara Purusha, the possessions, Akshara Purusha, the relations. Yasmat Ksharamati Toham Akshara. People are not our possessions, they are our relations. We don't expect respect from the table. मैं आया हूं, बैठा उठता भी नहीं. How simple it is. But when it comes to somebody, like many people have got this funny notion. Swamiji, when we were children and when our father used to come in our room, we used to get up and walk away out of respect and fear. Then, now these days, the children, when they come to our room, we walk away. Honor, dishonor. Relations create honor, dishonor. Possessions create disturbances. Therefore, what is living in God? Possessions and relations have no impact on me. That is God realization. And who realizes this? Purushottama. Yo mam evam asammudaha janati purushottamam. Then the teacher says, Sa sarvavit. He has known all that is to be known. Because what is to be known is the Tatparya Nirnay. Tatparya Nirnay is moral of the story. There are so many stories in our scriptures. If we are not able to understand what is the purpose of that particular story, we'll keep on arguing. One or two examples I'll give you. There was one lady, she also talks on Satsanga, Bhagavad, etc. So she said, Swamiji, in Bhagavad Mahapuran, it is said that ultimately that Takshaka came and he gave a very strong bite to Parikshit and he died. And in Devi Bhagavat or Devi Mahapuran, it comes that no, he was in a hall, in a big mansion, and he could not come and he was thus saved. Now, between these two stories, which is right? Getting lost because in both the places, moral of the story is not understood. I should take one simple thing, Bhagavat. What happened? After listening 7 days, Parikshit has come to discover and experience that he is other than the body. Therefore, the snake came and gave a bite to the body, not to Parikshit. He already accepted himself. I cannot be the body. So it was the death of the dead body. That is the purpose. Therefore, those who talk about death, those who talk about living long, those who talk about the suicide, all of them are having the same notion, the same error that I am the body. The one who has discovered, accepted that it cannot be the body, thereafter, let anything happen to body, who cares? See, friends, again and again we have to come to realize this. Yasmat ksharamati aksharaadapi chottamaha atosmi loke vedecha pratitaha purushottamaha yo mam evam asammudaha. Who can know this? The one who is free from moha is wrong notions. Complete Vedantic sadhana is evaluating our notions. And if they are discovered to be wrong, have the courage, the readiness, and the ability to change our wrong notions without replacing by another notion. Otherwise, I was a sinner, now I go to temple. Otherwise, I was eating non-vegetarian, now I graze along with the cows. No. It is not replacement of thoughts. It is transcending all the thoughts. This is the meaning, yo mam evam asammudaha. Now he has no doubt whatsoever about his correct identity. Now, how do we know that we have reached that Purushottama? What is the way? What are the symptoms? The teacher says, Sa sarvavid, he knows everything, and bhajati mam sarva bhavena bharata. Then sarva bhavena. What are the bhava, what are the expressions of our life? Action through the body, speech through the mouth or the speech organ, and thoughts through the mind. Sarva bhavena. His activities, his words, and his thoughts are tuned 24/7 with the divine. This principle is indicated by Tulsidas ji in Ramcharitmanas at the end. Same thought in Hindi language. There he says, Kamihi nari piyari jimi, lobihi priya jimidam, timi raghunatha nirantara priyalagahu mohiram. Like for a greedy person, lobihi priya jimidam. Wherever he will go, he will think only about money, money, money. He cannot think beyond money because greedy. How much more I can get? How much more I can get? See, friends, in the same manner, Timi Raghunatha Nirantara, in the same manner, may I be in tune with the Lord Nirantara without a breach. What is Nirantara? Continuously, whether one is acting or one is talking or one is thinking. The theme is only divinity. In Yoga Vasishta, Panchadashi and other books, the meaning of the Vedanta sadhana is indicated through a shloka, where it is said, Tat chintanam, tat kathanam, anyonyam tat prabodhanam, etat eka paratvam cha, yoga brahmabhyasam vidurbudhaha. Tat chintanam, only that theme, no other theme. Tat kathanam, only talking that topic. Anyonyam tat prabodhanam, even discussing only on that topic. In this manner, etat ekaparatvam cha, the theme of activity, the theme of the speech, and the theme of the thought is only the truth, nothing else. That is called as Brahmabhyas. See, friends, this is what Bhagavan Krishna says here, Sa sarvavid bhajati mam sarva bhavena bharata. So what will be the expressions of these three bhava? With the body, seva. With the speech, chanting the Lord's name. Talking, if it is necessary. Otherwise, keep the mouth shut. Never talking about others. See, that is the seva. And with the mind, thinking only about the truth. What is the meaning of thinking about the Paramatma? Be very attentive. What is Paramatma? Na tatra chakshur gacchati, na vag gacchati, na manaha, na vidmaha. Paramatma is not the theme which can be entertained by the speech or by the mind or the intellect. Then you are telling always thinking about it. Means what? Stop thinking. Thought-free experience is the truth. And therefore, you don't have to remember. Remembrance is through the mind. Do we remember ourselves or do we know ourselves? I remember I am there, I think. No, I know. So, sarva bhavena mam bhajati. Now, after having said this, now the teacher concludes the 15th chapter, the most important verse. Iti, in Sanskrit language, there is no full stop or period. Like in English, you have got a dot, what you call period in this country. In UK, they call it full stop. In Hindi, they have got a danda, a line. I don't know in South Indian languages. Do you have full stop? No. Do you have? You have full stop. Okay. Gujaratis don't have topi. They have got only things hanging. There is no danda where they are hanging. Different thing. But when it comes to Sanskrit, there is no full stop. And therefore, after Bhagavad Gita, any chapter is over, what is said? Iti, Om Tassat Iti. Iti means full stop. Here also, Iti, Guhyatamam Shastram. See. So here only Bhagavan Krishna calls the 15th chapter as Shastra. Shastra deals exhaustively with all the three components. The world, the Jeeva and the Paramatma. All the three components. So, this 15th chapter dealt with everything. So what is the meaning of Guhyattamam? This is called as Taratamya. Taratamya is infinitive, comparative and superlative. Good, better, best. Guhya Shastra is Dharma Shastra. When we are identified with the body and we have to conduct our business in this world, that time how should we conduct ourselves? Should we live as human beings or animals? That Shastra is called as Guhya Shastra, Dharma Shastra. Satyam, Vada, Dharmam, Chara, etc. etc. Second is Guhya Tara Shastra. Guhya Tara Shastra takes us out of the Guhya Shastra to Guhya Tara, means out of the Adi Bhautika to the Adi Daivik. Now what is Adi Daivik Shastra? Adi Daivik Shastra is Upasana Shastra. See, in Upasana Shastra you will see all the gods or whatever are there, they are unlike us. You read all the Puranic stories. Puranic stories are basically based on the Upasana Shastra, Adi Daivik. So we are mortals, so we start from Adi Bhautik. Then we graduate and we go to Adi Daivik. And then we go from Adi Daivik to Adhyatmic. 3 stages. So if you see any stories from the Puranas or even Mahabharata, you will see there all the characters are unlike you and me. Take for example, all the 6 Pandavas, all of them were born by the Mantra Shakti. See? Now, it is beyond our understanding. How can somebody be born? How important it is. Shukacharya, the one who gave this Bhagavad Mahapuran to Parikshit, he came out of his mother's womb and saw the misery and went, I don't want to go out. And he remained in his mother's womb for 12 years. Finally, she said, Arey Baba, come out, I can't hold you anymore now. 12 saal ho gaye. And then he came out and straight away started walking to the city of 7 hills. And there was a huge lake, and in that lake, the ladies were taking bath without clothes. He was walking, they saw him, but they did not get disturbed. And thereafter, Vyasa Maharshi started running after his son. Beta, where are you going? Stop, stop. So when he said, Beta, stop, all the trees replied. He didn't reply. And immediately those ladies who were taking bath, they felt very uncomfortable. So, Veda Vyasji asked, when that young boy went, you were okay. When I am going, why you are feeling like that? He said, he is far different than you. He is no more living as the body. You are still holding on to my son. He is not calling you as father. You only call him as son. See, friends, now these stories, what is the moral of the story? Moral of the story is only this. Unless we aim at freedom from the body identification, we have not taken a proper step on the spiritual path. If you take other stories, let us take Draupadi. How Draupadi was born? Through the Yajna Kunda. Her father conducted a yajna so that he will get a son who will kill Dronacharya. That was the reason. And when the yajna was done, out of that Draupadi came. Oh, I wanted the son. Then again he did, then the son came. Now, out of the Yajna Kunda, a woman coming out. Fiery woman. Have you seen the movie Wonder Woman? Very good it is. So, these are all different type of. Now you go to other Mahatmas. Take our Matsyendranath Maharaj from the Nath Sampradaya. If you read his story, he was born out of the egg of a fish. If you take Gorakhnath Maharaj, Gorakshanath, he was born out of the heap of cow dung. Therefore, he was called as Gorakh. Gorakh means cow dung. Kanifnath Maharaj, he was born out of the ear of an elephant. And their samadhis are there. I visited all the samadhis. See, friends, how this can happen. They belong to the Adi Daivik Kshetra. And therefore, right from childhood, they have all the divine powers. See, friend. Such Mahatmas, they take avatar, they descend. When the Paramatma descends, they are Mahatma Siddha Purushas. We have to ascend. So our own efforts are not enough. Then what we do? We go to those people, Mahatmas. Please help me. And they have got all the powers and all our desires which we are unable to fulfill by our efforts. We go to them. If this happens, I will give so much of donation to the temple. If this happens, I will give so many books to the school. So it is like you go to Tirupati Balaji. All business people have got Tirupati Balaji as his partner. And they get the benefit. Because that place is Adi Daivik. So, Adi Bhautik Shastra is Guhya Shastra for you and me. Adi Daivik Shastra is for these Adi Bhautik people, you and me. We invoke their infinite potentiality to fulfill our desires of this Adi Bhautik area. Therefore, most of the people who are devoted to the Lord, very few of them, they are devoted for the sake of love. They want something in exchange. So observing fast, if you do this thing, I will get that. If you do this thing, I will get that. See? Therefore, you read the story, the stotras of all these great things, all Devi Devatas. At the end, there is the Phalashruti. And what is said in the Phalashruti? Putrarthi labhed putram, dhanarthi labhed dhavam. All your desires will be fulfilled if you do this thing. If you are chanting this stotra in the Shiva temple, you will get this thing. If you chant this stotra and near the bilva tree, you will get this thing. So all this upasana is the Guhyatara Shastra, superior. And then come the Guhyatama Shastra. The Guhyatama Shastra is knowing the self. Now when we are in this mortal frame, now here we have got two options. Either get all your desires fulfilled by invoking the various powers, various devatas, various sadhu santa, and continue to remain in this relative world. Or the second option is, now as a human being, you have got an option. You come to discover your essential nature and merge in the absolute. Iti guhyattamam shastram. Therefore, here you will see throughout Bhagavad Gita, nowhere it is mentioned, if you do this thing, you will go to heaven. If you do this thing, you will get the children. No. Only remove the wrong notion about your identity. Arjuna's identity crisis was, who is he at a given period of time and place and situation? So instead of recognizing himself as a warrior on the battlefield, he mistook himself to be a disciple, a grandson, a brother. And the whole samsara is born. What is the reason? Because of body identification. And therefore, what Bhagavan did, Guhyattama Shastra told. Come to know, you are Purushottama. You are neither the Ishwara, nor the Jeeva, nor the Panchakoshas. Iti Guhyatamam Shastram idamuktam maya anagha. He anagha, he nishpapa, he sinless one. Maya uktam, it was delivered by me. So here, importance is given to the Shastra, not to the one who spoke. You know, in language we have got two modes. One is called as active voice, second is called as passive voice. I have done the cooking. In that, I is important. Hey, cooking is done. Who has done is not important. Work is done. In the same manner, Bhagavan is told, I have told. It was told by me. Shastra is important. Iti guhyatamam shastram idamuktam maya naga. Then the most important thing, etad buddha buddhiman syat. Here you don't have to do anything. You have to only know. Etad buddha buddhiman syat. That is the real wisdom of life. We are born only for this purpose. Let the truth express through us in its full glory. And what is the full glory? The same. So sarvavid bhajati mam sarva bhavena bharata. See friends, Bhagavan takes the avatar for what? Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyutthanam adharmasya tadatmanam srujamyam paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkrutam. Bhagavan takes avatar to destroy the bad people. Sadhu Santa don't destroy the bad people. They change their mind and help them grow spiritually. See friends, etan buddha buddhiman syat. What is the reason? The reason is they have gone through that. And they know the shortcomings and weaknesses of any mortal. So instead of condemning somebody, if we are able to appreciate their problem, then you will never condemn, but you will help them come out of that. This is the difference between Mahatmas and God. God is here to rule. So he has to follow the rules and regulations. He can't do anything else. But Mahatmas here not for the rule. They are here to Buddha Buddhimansa Sarva Bhavena Bharata. See friends. Said the Ganeshwar at the end of his composition, Ganeshwari, he offers a prayer to the Lord seeking something. And in that, what he seeks, he doesn't say anything. First he says, Duritanche Timirazavo. See, Timira is darkness. Let the darkness of wrong lifestyle be disappeared from the minds of the wrong people. He doesn't kill them. No. And then he says, may the heatless sun and the spotless moon in the form of the saints and sages be his companions. Therefore, Guhya Tama Shastra is that which will help us to get out of this relative world while we are alive. And that is called as Etar Buddha Buddhimansan Krutakrutyascha Bharata. Krutakritya means there is life totally fulfilled. There are no loose ends. Life is fulfilled. Why this Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Marana? Because life is not fulfilled. One old man, he was declared that he is going to die, maybe a few months or days. So he told his children, take him at home. The last time has come, and whatever he wants, give that old man. He will be very, at least while dying, he will have no regrets. Now that old man was told and said, Babuji, now you please tell what is your desire. We will try to fulfill that before you die. The doctor has given up. Now his mind is all the time food. So what such a person will think? Beta, last 1 year they did not allow me to eat anything, only tubes. Now anyway I am dying, let me get at least before I die a nice chicken. What is next life? Cock, 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 cock. Etat buddha buddhiman syat krita kritascha bharata. Therefore, the real spiritual life is not fulfillment of desires, but a rising above the desires. But if we look in our own life, what is our life? Other than fulfilling the desires, we have done nothing in our life. Balastavat क्रीडासक्तः तरुणस्तावत् तरुणीरक्तः वृद्धस्तावत् चिन्तासक्तः परमे ब्रह्मणि कोऽपि न रक्तः. Whole life is, I want this, I want this. It should be nice. See, the other day one person asked me somewhere, Swamiji, what is the secret of your life? I want to be like you. I said, first of all, you are a lady, you cannot be like me because you don't have a beard. First principle. Because the length of the beard is directly proportionate to the wisdom. Half the beard, doubtful is the wisdom. No beard, not possibility. No, don't say that. Please tell what to do, how to do. See, I said it's very simple, it's not difficult. But how do you practice? I said, okay, look here. Wherever I go, I don't worry about where I am going to stay. Those people have already decided, I accept as it is. No change. Then what food I have to eat, where I have to go to take food and all that, I don't decide, they decide. I am relaxed. What about my clothes, washing, ironing, they decide, they do it. I am relaxed. So when others are doing, why you worry? The last thing, why you think what you have to do? Let them think. Swamiji, get up, relax. The moment, no, I want this way, samsara begins. See, Bhagwan ki हाँ में हाँ मिला. Yes, okay, fine. That principle I told you. आज का भोजन बहुत अच्छा है. Accept the world as it is. No improvement, no change, no nothing. Keeping this point in view is called as Kritakritascha Bharata. But our whole life goes only in this struggle. We want to improve our children, we want to improve our society, we want to improve everything. And in that struggle of improving others, we get destroyed. See, friends. Therefore, the real fulfillment of life comes to this, when we are transcended all the desires. Kritakritascha Bharata. And this last sentence is called as Pushpika. Om Tatsaditi Srimad Bhagavad Gita Upanishadsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Sri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Purushottama Yogo Nama Panchadashodhyaya. This is generally accepted, but this doesn't come in the original Mahabharata text. This is attributed to one great saint during the time of Tulsidas ji, that same century, and his name was Madhusudan Saraswati. He has added this at the end of every chapter, and it helps us to understand the import of that particular chapter and the whole Bhagavad Gita as it is. So, when we say Om Tatsaditi, Om Tat Sat, this is the holy conclusion of anything. Om Tat Sat iti, full stop. Then, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, so in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, what is Bhagavad Gita? Which is none other than Upanishatsu. So, what is told in Bhagavad Gita is the same thing what is told in Upanishad. Bhagavad Gita, so Upanishadsu. Then, what was told in Upanishad? Brahma Vidyayam. Brahma Vidya. Okay, not only Brahma Vidya, but Yoga Shastra, how to attain that Brahma Vidya in one's life, that is also told. Through what media? Sri Krishna Arjuna Samvade, in the form of a dialogue between Bhagwan Sri Krishna and Arjun. And what was the topic of this chapter? Purushottama Yogo Nama. It was a Purushottama Yoga. And Panchadashodhyaya, this was the 15th chapter. In this manner, this 15th chapter is the Shastra. And when you come to the Shastra, we are able to achieve it only if we transcend cause and effect. There is no cause for our being. There are no effects of our being. Because we are uncreated. That which is uncreated doesn't have the cause. And that which is uncreated cannot die, cannot be destroyed. And therefore, if we want to go beyond the cause and effect, this is the ultimate. Be at peace with yourself. Our mind is lost in cause and effect. Therefore, Jehi Bidhi Rakhiram, Tehi Bidhi Rahi. Be at peace. And ultimately, this is what we are seeking. So let us be in this mode. Everything is perfect. Very good. Very nice. No changes in anything in this life. Whatever is happening is for our evolution. In this manner, when we surrender, what we call in the Upasana as Sharanagati, we surrender at His will. O Lord, Thy will be done. Sarva dharvan parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja. Ultimately, Bhagavan tells this only. And in that there is a secret. When he says Sarva dharvan parityajya means what? Find out what is yours. That only you can give up. And we come to know nothing is ours except Beokufi. Parityajya. Give it up. And discover yourself being the divine. But keep it to yourself. मालूम है क्या? Realize हो गया. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.